Welcome everyone to the Go Hard Nation podcast. My name is Butter Scud. This is the Go Hard Nation podcast. Today we're gonna review a design I did a while ago called the Pimp Nature Mothership design. As you can see, it's one of our favorite characters in the Megan the Narcissist fantasy design trope that I'm going down. This Pimp Nature. This is OG Kush, and he's bringing home the mothership, which is to most growers, to most marijuana growers. That means that the plants are ready to be picked, ready to be brought to fruition, as some people would say, they're ready to be harvested for consumption. As you can see, I use pimp iconography with the big hat and the furs, and it's like he's bringing it in and his prototypical Cadillac design. The mothership, that has a lot of meaning to a lot of different people, man. To Muslims, to a lot of to a lot of people who believe that there's alien life outside of the planet, which I personally don't believe has come yet. Yet I wouldn't say that there isn't life other than this planet, which can be modern, more modern than what we are. So that's a issue that some people like to go down, some people don't. I'm just gonna go into the art today. Now you see he has two plants that he's riding with. I personally didn't use either the Kush look or any purple haze, anything design. I just did two plants that's behind him, and he's basically just cruising it in from outer space. Some fantasy artwork. I'm gonna use this design in the Megan the Narcissist fantasy art prototypes that I'm gonna do. It's fun, it's something different, man. Get us away from reality sometime, give us a little fantasy. I think this is another thing I'm gonna go into, is I feel as though and I have this issue too, man, is that most of my art and a lot of people's art is rooted in reality so much, man, that we can't even try to bring in a fantasy or satirical side of our art, because we're so busy, we're so rooted in life and reality, that some of us black artists can't get away from that. I know some people can do the certain kind of conceptual art. Some people can do a lot of other things. I'm rooted in realism myself, so everything that I do sometimes has to be anatomically correct for me to get it. But sometimes, like if you look at the artwork of Picasso or other people, like I would say, not Rembrandt, because he's more of a realist, but the Picassos and the Basquiats, these people were able to release themselves from reality and do fantasy or artwork that's conceptual in their mind. And I'm trying, everybody. I too am one of these guys that's rooted in realism. Except my life, what I see is what I want to draw, and I want to draw anatomically correct. Sometimes I want to be more super realist than the design, but then again, that's not always art. That's copying. Sometimes, man, I don't want to be a copy machine. I want to do artwork. I want to do different things. So in this design here, I try to get away from reality every once in a while, man. Sometimes I want to do something, man, that is just straight out my head. I don't want to have to look at pictures of people and pictures of plants. Sometimes I just do stuff out of the head sometimes, man, which is fun. And I bring this to you black artists so that you can get out of your reality sometimes, man. This is when you can enjoy yourself. This is when you can relax. When you're able to draw the things, man, that's in your head, man, and you're not worrying about it being a perfect perfect concept of a person, or it's got to be the eyes got to be exactly in the same place, the nose got to be exactly where it's supposed to be, and then we always doing stuff that has to be in perfect reality based pictures and stuff. I know I'm rambling, but I want black artists to understand that sometimes it is good to let go of reality. Sometimes your fantasy and your mind can take you to other places, man, and make you do things that you really thought you couldn't do. You gonna make like animals, man, that you never thought that you could figure out, or you can figure out certain ways the planets are aligned and stars and everything, because it's in your mind. It's not a reality-based picture that you're always doing. Sometimes you need to let go as an artist. Sometimes you can see, maybe you might see something that has 2 arms, maybe 3 arms, maybe 4 legs, and you say to yourself, man, where did that come from? Where do these guys think of this crazy stuff? Look at a guy like Kanye. Kanye, when he does his art, when he does his music, and you be like, damn, where Kanye get that from? You be like, man, he let go. He let go of reality. He said to himself, what's the concept in my head of how stuff becomes or looks? That's why you see guys walk around here now with big crazy boots on and holes in their shirts and everything, and you like, man, what made him think of that? And it was a concept in his head. He didn't go by a fashion designer that he know of, or a Gucci or Prada or any kind of Japanese artist or anything. These concepts came out of his head. These concepts came from his mind, where he thought, man, what if the same concept I want when I do my art, like you said, in my head, what if aliens or people from other planets were to bring stuff to our planet, such as marijuana or weed, and these things help us to understand them. Sometimes I would think to myself, when I did smoke, I don't really smoke like that now, but when I did used to smoke, how a lot of these ideas came to my head, because it was me letting go, me understanding that it's not all about this worldly thing. For a man to understand something, he has to let go, man. For him to grow or do things unlike what he sees now, he has to open his mind. He has to open up to different concepts. And this is one of those pictures that does that. It's like you said, it's nothing real, out of the ordinary. Just this is just my version of me letting go. Just drawing what I feel, just doing the paintings and the colors that I want to do. Of course, it's under, I use iconography from the streets, like the Pimp, and maybe him driving a characterized Cadillac through space and stuff. But this is not always. These designs are for you, so that you can come up with your own idea. Maybe it'll make you want to do something different. As far as your musicians, let go. Don't do what everybody else does. Don't do what you see the other people on the radio do, because all you're doing is you're being a copy machine for reality. You want to be your own person. You want to be that man that does stuff different. My artwork, really nothing special right here, but I realized once I was doing it was like, man, stop trying to find out, look up pictures of this and that. Just draw what you think in your head and see how that comes out. Try to be anatomically correct, but even if you're not, you're drawing out of your head, and I think that's more relaxing than it is to try to copy a design. And like I said, I've done copied designs, man, and it was real stressful because I had to draw them over and over, because I wanted the true reality. I wanted realism. And realism is fine. In fact, that's what my foundation and basis is in. But when you see art like this, that's me letting go. This was a much more relaxing design I was able to do here because I was able to let go. And I have a lot of other designs where I let go, man, and I really enjoy doing those pieces. Now, don't get me wrong, I love the realistic designs that I do. I love getting tone right. I love getting the eyes and ears and everything in the right right proportion. Proportion is something that I really work on. But sometimes you got to do something, man, that you can let go doing that stuff. You can do the things that make you feel, that a black artist or artist in general. I keep saying black artist, but I'm just gonna say artist in general. Something that you enjoy doing, man, that you would do even if no one was helping you do it, or that you didn't have to do it, or something that you had to draw for anyone else. So, yeah, this is one of those pieces, man. I enjoyed every day doing it. It's the design that I thought I see that a lot of my friends love or like. Every time I put this design out, or when I have this up against other designs, I see that a lot of people gravitate to this picture for some reason. I got friends, family, cousins, man, that all that artwork I done, but for some reason, this piece resonates with them. So I'm hoping that it resonates with you guys out there in YouTube and Facebook and Instagram, all these places where I post. It's also for sale, so you can check it out when you want to get a chance. It's part of the Megan the Narcissist design thing that I'm doing. I'm going to show you a few of these designs, but in the near future, I'm getting back to the comic book that I have coming out, The Blood McGirt, The Baddest Man on the Planet. I'm in the process right now of putting designs in certain order and certain pages together to be inked. My next projects will be probably to start doing the storyline and adding the bubbles of thought over top of them and everything. And I need to start coloring these designs and get this thing ready for publication. Not to mention, I want to do maybe a little animated series on YouTube that I want everybody to check out with the Blood McGirt Baddest Man on the Planet designs. We have a few characters that I'm starting to bring together. Darlene Fox, which is one of my favorite characters. Of course, she's going to be voluptuous, but yet strong and individually tough. I got Slow Burn, the villain. He's a tough individual that you're going he reminds you somewhat like the Joker. And then we got Blood McGirt, the baddest man on the planet, which he's going to be. This will be the first time I think we could take a street individual and bring him up to the status of a Superman, a universal powerful man, without it being corny, whack, or contrived. So I'm working on it. Anybody who feels as though they have any talent at making comic books or inking or drawing or storyline or writing storyline, get in touch with me at Go Hard Nation Podcast. You can leave your comments under the bottom. Oh, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe on YouTube, so that we can make this a bigger and better platform for myself and for those who want to showcase their artwork. I have no problem with showcasing other people's artwork and talent. I need writers, painters. I can use colorists, comic book colorists, anything like that, man, that want to help me and build this platform into a bigger and better thing, so that we can compete with the DCs and Marvel comics of today. I love what they're doing, but I think that this could be something that can also be beneficial to those, especially these artists, black artists, white artists, anybody, man, who feel as though, man, they enjoy this platform that we're gonna set up, So the Go Hard Nation podcast is going to be that springboard for those artists that feel as though they got something to say. You know, we're going to work with people, but I'm looking for people who really know what they're doing. Of course, we all need we're going to have a learning curve in everything that we do, but I really need those who know what they're doing, man, so that we can teach those who have that learning curve that they have to go through. So anyone who's interested in getting down like that, man, you just let me know, man. You leave a comment. Like I say, again, like, share, and subscribe to what we're doing. And I guess that's what we need to get together. I enjoy talking to you today. I'm not going to keep you too long, man, because I got to get back to the comic book. And I got to go get some supplies, man. I got to go get some inks. I got to go get some stuff. Oh, and not to mention, we're going to have a lot of T-shirts and hats and hoodies to promote the comic book through the clothing line. I think it's going to be just as good as the designs that come on other, other clothing lines. The artwork will, in fact, for this for this print right here, I do have T-shirts in black already made, so that if you want to purchase one, just let me know. They'll be they'll be in the description so that you can see them for yourself. And I want you to get this swag, man. This is what's going to promote the comic book. I always think that, there was a big rush where a lot of people were wearing Marvel comic T-shirts, pictures of the Hulk and Superman. That's DC, but the Hulk and Iron Man and pictures of the Avengers on shirts and everything. Why not get you a picture of Blood McGirt and Pimp Nature? So I'll be putting those things out. I want you to check them out, man. I think I got 2 printers that print exactly like the designs you see. It won't be no lag in between them, man. So whatever you see as far as a picture will be exactly what's coming on that T-shirt. I'm thinking of doing, when I do a page, if you feel as though you like that certain page that was done, we'll print it as a poster, or you can put it on a T-shirt, or anything that you feel, that you enjoy seeing, I want to be putting out. So get ready for all this. We got a lot coming, man. This is just the beginning. Let's get it popping. I'm glad that you stopped by and come see what I'm doing. And this is the Go Hard Nation podcast, and we out. Thanks for coming, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.